Hey, how long has it been since first discovery? I don't, here we are in 2025. How long has it been?
It has been 15 years. February 10, 2010 was what we call D-Day at our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. So 15 years later, we
yeah.
talk about the different phases of healing for betrayed partners. And the first stage is very chaotic, stabilization, safety, disclosure. And then, phase two is mourning, grieving, loss, anger. And then third, what we call post-traumatic growth, reconnection is the new you, the new version of us and such. But
Mm.
would it be okay if we kind of start at the beginning, like back to D-Day and
Yeah, absolutely.
okay. All right, can you tell us a little bit about what happened? And I know that some of this story is very public already, but
Mhm. Well, it was February of 2010, and my husband and I were living in a Los Angeles suburb with our 5 kids. We had, gosh, I think our youngest was 6 years old. Little Isaiah was 6. And he was on location shooting a project on the East Coast. And we had a habit of calling each other every night when he'd get back to the hotel, and particularly Friday nights because it was the end of the week and we would talk late into the night. And it was a Friday night and I hadn't heard from him. And I called him and there's going straight to voicemail. So I was like, oh, he'll call me. So, an hour goes by, a couple hours goes by, I don't hear from him. And I started to get this sick feeling in my stomach. You know, we
yeah.
all talk about gut feelings,
Mhm.
but it wouldn't leave me. It just really would not leave me. And I just was like, something is not right. So I called. And when we talked, we argued because he was out with co stars from his show. But in this particular instance, everybody else had kind of backed out. So he was out with someone who he worked with, a female. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why are you out alone with
Mhm.
that person? Like, even if it's like innocent, a Friday night, like 9, 10 o'clock at night, you go somewhere publicly with someone and you're famous and it just is going to start a rumor at the least. But for some reason, this act enraged me. It just enraged me. I felt like a volcano was erupting inside me. And I started screaming at him on the phone
Mhm.
and bringing up other things that bothered me, or it's like all these things were coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was, I don't know how to put it. It wasn't like prior to that, I was thinking about any of it.
Hmm.
And so I jokingly say God organized this eruption for
Yeah.
the two of us.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and that's how I view it because it was very sudden for me. It just like, why am I couldn't shake this anger. And so in the course of that argument, I started pounding him with questions. And in those questions, like, well, what have you ever done this? Or I just kept getting this feeling like
Yeah.
you're a liar, you're a liar and there's something about you I don't know. And
Your
finally,
intuition was going off. Your
yeah,
intuition bells were going
well,
off.
and as a minister, I have a prophetic gift. So
Mm.
I'm a mystic. I've seen all my children before they were born. I knew Terry was going to be my husband almost within 3 months of meeting him.
Mm.
So I see things. And I started like saying things to him that scared him, like I knew something. So these particular questions were very pointed, like who are you talking to, or texting, or Facebooking, or who are you? And and he would say, oh, nobody. Oh. And so we kept fighting that whole evening, and then I'd hang up, he'd hang up. And then the
Okay.
next day, I think it was Saturday morning, I think, or maybe Sunday, it's a little blurry now, but um I that's when I screamed at him and I said, what don't I know about you, Terry Crews? And the phone went silent. And then he just confessed.